Guess who's here, ladies and gentlemen? Alicia Gwynn on her weight loss challenge, week 5. We're in week 5. We're actually going to do some exercising today, which we've been waiting to do and trying to do it. We have Justin and Sean from Rehab United, and they're going to show us some exercises. But first, give us a little bit of rundown if folks haven't watched. What's going on right now? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking forward to meet a goal by January 31st, which is my daughter's wedding. So I'll get in that beautiful dress that she wants me to wear.
Nice.
So, but it's been going great. The food, again, has been pretty good. And mostly the exercising is a new adventure every day for me.
Right on. Okay, so let's do something. Let's show us a little bit of the things we're doing. And we're talking mostly, right, about stuff that she can do in the home. She doesn't actually have to go to a gym, right?
Okay. Absolutely, yeah. You see, this is, if you come into our clinic, this is pretty much the equipment that we have. Okay. All open space, training the body the way it was actually
meant to keep your body a little square to the camera so we can look at it if you don't mind. Okay, so tell us what you're using.
Okay, so here, no better way to go for it.
Early morning workout.
That's it. So, all right, first one we're going to do, and I'll kind of have Sean describe it as we're doing it, is the lunge matrix. So, Alicia and I work out together. Most people, when they do a lunge, they only go in one direction, but the way the body is actually constructed, we need to go in all 3 planes of motion. So, first thing we'll do is we'll set and lunge forward.
So we say lunge matrix because we use the word matrix to cover those 3 planes of motion. What we try to do is we train
let's go back,
motion patterns versus individual muscles because that's the way the body moves. Therefore, we're training all the muscles synergistically to do what they do to help each other out.
What does synergistically mean?
They're not just working individually. No muscle in the body works by itself when other muscles are turned off. They're always working in some form or fashion in a synergistic pattern to be able to do a motion pattern without having to really think about it.
Okay. Let's give her a break for 1 second as we're just coming through here. Let me just kind of fix the microphone so we don't pull it off her body. These are 8-pound weights, but are you supposed to start with 8 pound? Are you supposed to start with
you can start with body weight.
How much pain are we, you know what I mean? Like, how much do you push yourself when you're doing this kind of thing?
I always say you should be tired but not exhausted.
Okay.
So you should feel it, but it shouldn't hurt.
And what did we just do? Like a 15 or so reps of this just now, or roughly?
We technically say forward, side, and back diagonal is 1 repetition.
Oh, goodness.
So really, you're lunging 5 times for every 1 rep.
Oh, that's 5 times. That's 5 times.
So we got to trick you that way. So we only do 5, but you're correct. There actually would be 15.
Okay, so she's got 8-pound weights right now, which is from the lunges, and then all right. So let's do another exercise.
Okay, we're actually just going to do a modification or tweak, as we like to call it. So calorie burning. You need, if you want to burn more calories, you just need to move more muscles. And so that's what we're going to do in this next one. So we're going to do a lunge reach to a shoulder press.
Okay.
So we'll go all to the right first. This time we'll be a little more in sync. All right, so we'll step to the right, and then we'll come up to a shoulder press.
And a big fad word around these days is core. And what's great about this exercise is you're doing a common lunge, which is common for going up and down stairs, walking, running. And because they're going overhead and elongating the trunk, and because they're extending their hips at the top, they're effectively lengthening or loading the core.
So suppose just like you were saying, the same thing over and over again in the same area, you're really just kind of, you're getting them all warm. You're getting all the muscles warm.
And the best part is you can do it anywhere, and all you need is gravity and your body weight to get started. And the weights are just progressive to up the intensity.
Awesome. All right, so we're pausing now for a moment. Now let's talk about, Alicia, you were saying last weekend that you had a little bit of a hamstring pull. So tell me about how you needed to alter her exercises because when you have some strain, you don't want to strain it too much.
Absolutely. I think the most important thing when people have a major or even a minor injury is a proper warm-up.
Okay.
So sometimes people will, I've seen it, worked in plenty of gyms, they go up and they'll do this stretch, they'll do that stretch, and okay, I'm ready for my workout. So we take the body through a 3-dimensional warm-up, make sure that we're doing something forward, something side to side, something to the back, or with rotation. We'll usually start on the bike or the treadmill a little bit, get the blood flowing.
Like a 5-minute kind of thing, or?
Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes.
Sure.
Let me say to the point where you get a light sweat going. And then we'll go through dynamic stretching. That's, I think we'll talk about stretching in a couple weeks here, but that's a real big debate right now is whether or not stretching should be static, which means you just sit and hold it, versus a dynamic, which means you're doing a slow movement.
You guys, it seems that a lot of your movements are constant movements.
Yeah,
you know, it seems like it's not a lot of, we're not dead weighting here, you know, we're not lifting dead weights. All right, let's go to, so you got a core ball here. Let's talk about this.
All right, well, as Sean mentioned, excuse me, core, people throw that word around a lot. And they think about to train the core to work your abs, you need to be lying on the ground doing crunches.
Right.
But the way we look at it is, well, if you're doing something with your feet and something with your arms, your core is connecting them. So this next exercise demonstrates how we can work the core and get a good shoulder and leg workout.
Okay, how much does this weigh, Alicia? How much
I think she's got a 12 pound.
12 pounds.
Yeah, nice.
So you can grab, you know, you can grab a baby and do this if you want. So,
Careful,
so
careful when you toss the baby around.
We call this the X chop. So we're just going to do a little half squat, put it in our back pocket, and then go over the shoulder.
Let's go over that right shoulder. There we go.
So you're throwing it, but you're not throwing it.
Exactly.
You have to be
And
careful.
so some people are worried about twisting.
Yeah.
The nice thing, if you watch how their bodies are moving, everything from the ground up are rotating in the same direction, just at slightly different speeds. So what we train is relative rotation. If they just stood there and threw that ball without moving anything else, yeah, that could be considered a little bit dangerous for some people.
Cause an injury, right.
But what we train is that the whole body goes through that motion, similar to activities they do in everyday life or more advanced exercise like this one.
Excellent. All right, let's give her a break. Nice.
All right, yeah.
Throwing up there.
Same here.
Throwing that around. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, so we're talking about, can we talk about how much weight you've lost so far? Or is it not about weight because you're building muscle? Is it more about slimming, you know, getting tighter?
I think it's about all of it. I've actually lost 10 pounds since I've started working with them.
Awesome.
But also have learned portion control and eating the right things. And you know what? I'm not going to always eat properly all the time. So when I have my bad day, I'm going to work a little bit harder the next day.
What is your favorite food that you're not supposed to be eating, but you have to treat yourself to once in a while?
A Reese's cup.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
A giant one. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good combo. I like it.
80-20 rule is kind of a good route to
that
go.
mean?
It means if you're doing well with your food 80% of the time, you can take that other 20% and
It's tough around
cheat,
the holidays,
quote,
boy.
unquote. It is
a
absolutely
challenge.
is. So
All
you need to
right.
put a little more exercise into that vein.
All right, thank you very much, you guys, for coming
Thank
in.
you for
Appreciate it.
having us.
And good luck. Continue good luck, girl.
Thank you.
10 pounds. Good for you in just a few weeks. I love it. All